Good morning, everybody. It is your daily crypto news for Friday, September 15th, 2023. My name is Matt, and if we sound a little different today, it's because there's construction at my house. I am upstairs hiding in my bedroom trying to do this show on a different microphone in a different location with stuff going on in the background. But we have a surprise for you today. We actually got a new domain. So you can send us emails at matt, at dailycryptonews.net. And Sarah, if you want to reach out to her, it's Sarah at dailycryptonews.net. We're going to start with Asia Focus today. Let's get right into it.
Hey everyone, Sarah here, and welcome back to Asia Focus, a weekly section of Daily Crypto News focusing on the Asian crypto scene. Following the report from Bloomberg, digital asset exchange Bullish.com plans to apply for the crypto exchange license in Hong Kong, followed by Hashkey Exchange and OSL back in August. It seems like Bullish is one of those refugee exchanges that left the United States because of its crypto crackdown. As many experts suggest, Asian countries are becoming the go-to places for crypto projects. Of course, except China. The new licensing regime introduced on June 1st by Hong Kong Securities and Futures Commission SFC allows retail investors in Hong Kong to trade cryptocurrencies. In the past, it was only possible for institutional, professional investors to access licensed exchanges. Be careful though, this news does not imply that Bullish.com has gotten the license just yet. A lot of people can see this as a bullish signal for the stakeholders just because it's on the news. But Bullish has not gotten the license, but they will try. Nothing more, nothing less. The SFC issued a warning on Wednesday to the cryptocurrency exchange JPEX, accusing, quote, suspicious features, end quote, and promoting misleading information about its licensing. Yes, we will see more similar news in the future in all Asian countries, I'm afraid, as we are supposedly figuring it out. I mean, the regulatory framework. Anyhow, the story goes, some influencers and OTC dealers have been misleadingly mentioned that JPEX has applied for a virtual asset trading platform, VATP license in Hong Kong. However, SFC warned and said that nobody called JPEX has the license to operate as VATP in Hong Kong, nor did they apply once. I know we see the word compliance on all sorts of crypto websites, and it's okay to overuse in the Wild West when we don't have anybody to regulate us and anything to regulate us with. But my friend, that time seems to have slowly passed. Again, this news doesn't mean anything wrong about JPEX. Just the fact is that JPEX is not regulated in Hong Kong. Blockchain analytics firm Chainalysis published an excerpt from its upcoming 2023 Geography of Cryptocurrency report on Tuesday, which featured the firm's fourth annual Global Crypto Adoption Index. The complete report is scheduled for release next month. Global Crypto Adoption Index was designed to identify which countries the most people have put their greatest share of their wealth into cryptocurrency. TLDR, according to the index, India ranks first, followed by Nigeria, Vietnam, the United States, Ukraine, the Philippines, and Indonesia. And even within top 15 countries, there were 7 Asian countries. Indeed, Chainalysis has also described, quote, the first key takeaway here is that the Central and Southern Asia and Oceania region dominates the top of the index, with 6 of the top 10 countries located in the region. Special corner Web3 gaming inspired by Daxion. Thanks, Daxion. Big shout out to you. So we're going to talk a little bit about Web3 gaming industry in Asia. First of all, we can categorize Web3 gaming into 3 different ways. We have metaverse/NFT games, and token games, and then blockchain games. They don't cancel each other, but they do share some similarities too. But just to emphasize what they focus on, this is how I would categorize Web3 games. And Asia has always been strong in the gaming industry, so overall, it's going well. I mean, it never stopped. I guess that's a more right way to put it. Even looking at my home country, the gaming industry is one of the most active industry of all time. It does not really go out of fashion ever. One example, throughout 2021, 2022, and supposedly also 2023, the gaming industry in Korea has been occupying around 50% of the so-called content industry. In the size, like music, broadcasting, film, advertisements, etc. It's a big deal here. They really have never stopped building. And now looking at Japan, they have more tangible achievements. Launched in 2018, My Crypto Heroes has gotten a big welcome in both the gaming and crypto industries. And there is also Captain Tsubasa Rivals, whose token Tsubasa holders are close to 200K. And there is, of course, China, ranked first in smartphone game sales and just in general a huge market for the gaming industry. Wherever money goes, China goes too. Back to the categories I said earlier, I'd like to point out that metaverse, NFT, tokenomics, even blockchain itself are still so early to say anything solid in my opinion. The concept of it, the business around it, the proper usage of it, and even the user experience-wise, adding the game mechanism within. People are really talking about what we use blockchain for. Still, it's even more complicated in a specific sector. Nevertheless, I believe that game builders see something special in blockchain elements to be utilized in making games. The metaverse, for example, the virtual universe of games, the assets that can be transparently exchanged and kept track of. The token, the economy and the financial, social ecosystem gamers can build around. And finally, the blockchain technology, the core technology to make them all possible in a more user-friendly, as in user-focused way and user-participating way. Will it work? Will Web3 gaming work? I don't know. I think it will stay a while. As much as I believe the crypto will stay for a very long while. But still, we need more adoption. Even Smooth Love Potion, Sand, the renowned blockchain gaming has only 2 million token holders, not even unique holders. Compared to, let's say, Matic with 6 million holders, Axie Infinity has around 500k MAU, Sandbox has around 56k MAU compared to, let's say, League of Legends with more than 100 million. And we're looking at around 1.5 billion gamers in Asia, so the sky is the limit. I hope you enjoy my view.
Thank you, Sarah. Now moving over to this side of the pond, we have another two executives that are associated with Binance US, and they're leaving the company following ex-CEO Brian Schroeder, and that would be the head of legal and chief risk officer. They also follow a slew of other executive departures from both Binance and Binance US. Now, Binance US is alleged that, you know how Binance US and Binance are supposed to be totally separate, independent entities from each other. Well, it seems though it's alleged that they are closely tied with the international platform. So Binance US is closely tied to Binance. We've even heard that there could be mixing of funds, and that has given a lot of people concerns about the stability to American clients. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried's father, Joseph Bankman, apparently played a big role in meetings where marketing materials were developed for the FTT token. And you know that's the cryptocurrency of FTX, and it played a pivotal role in its collapse back in November, and this is reported by Bloomberg. It's interesting because SBF's legal counsel signaled that they might be turning into a advice of counsel defense, basically saying like, hey, Sam Bankman-Fried was just following the advice of counsel. Now it turns out that this counsel might be his dad. The other interesting part of this is that funds that were allegedly mismanaged by SBF include a $10 million gift to his dear old dad. The European Central Bank, or the ECB, signaled that its 10th consecutive hike to interest rates might be its last. They said this, in quote, "Based on its current assessment, the Governing Council considers that the key ECB interest rates have reached levels that, maintained for a significantly long duration, will make a substantial contribution to the timely return of inflation to the target." The ECB made its 10th consecutive rate hike of 25 basis points. And like they said, they might just maintain that for a long duration, and they're hoping that'll return inflation to its target. The EU's inflation rate right now is around 5.6%, considerably higher than the United States. Traditional gamers, they harbor a strong sense of disdain for crypto and non-fungible tokens in their games. And according to Atari's founder, Nolan Bushnell, he said the reason for this is clear. He said, in quote, "I can tell you clearly where this disdain comes from. The hatred comes from these play-to-earn games that pioneered blockchain gaming." He continued to say, "Good gamers don't like to grind. Grinding is shitty. What gamers want is fun. And unfortunately, these play-to-earn games are 100% dependent on the greater fool theory to work." What is the greater fool theory? I'm so happy you asked. I have it right here, thanks ChatGPT. The greater fool theory is an investment idea where people buy an asset without considering its intrinsic value, believing they can sell it later to someone at a higher price. It often leads to speculative bubbles in markets, as investors rely on finding the greater fool to buy an asset at an inflated price. This approach can be risky as it doesn't consider the asset's true worth and depends on the hope of profiting from others' irrational behavior. That kind of makes sense.
All right, let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 10:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fear Greed is at 38. Fearful. Kinda. Bitcoin sitting at $26,284, down 1.4% in 24. Ethereum's at number 2, $1,615, down 1%. Tether's number 3, Binance is at 211, down 0.8%, and XRP is number 5 at 49 cents, up 0.7%. Rounding off the top 10, we have USDC, Cardano, Doge, Solana, and Tron. The total market cap is sitting at 1.05 trillion, down 0.5% it says, even though it seems pretty much even from yesterday. We have a Bitcoin dominance of 49% and an ETH dominance of 18.6%, and that was our show today. I hope you have a great weekend, and until Monday, happy hodling, everyone.